Well, I've used the chemicals, which I didn't like because I said it will yellow them, make them wilt.
That's right.
And I've tried ladybugs inside the room. But my problem is I am in the middle of farm country, so I guess I'm wondering if this stuff will work as a barrier. Can I use it as a barrier on the outside of my room?
Well, here's how this works. Okay, the best application for our product is, well, there's actually two. In an emergency, you can stop the infestation and go on with your grow. But the cool thing about this is even if you don't see mites, just go ahead and get the stuff and spray it once a month. Just because if you start with a good spray, you knock everything down. Even if it starts getting going by a month, you hit it again, and then another month later, and you let the stuff grow to term. I mean, it's really a great preventive because it's so safe. It doesn't hurt the plants, doesn't leave a residue.
Right, 20 minutes later, the residue's gone. No stripping involved. No sitting there laying on it, destroying it, eating away at it time after time, right?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt the flowers, doesn't hurt the trichomes, doesn't hurt any of that stuff. And as soon as it evaporates off, you can pinch the calyxes and it'll smell just like the trichome.
Well, hey, Warren, we appreciate you coming on today, buddy. And let Denny take his number out back there so we can send him a gift. All right. Right now, we're going to have a little bit of discussion with August about, you're talking about ambiguous. You're talking about how hard they are, okay? In indoor gardens and outside, do you see this, that it's going to actually become something that will hurt your yield?
No, actually, no. In fact, it'll improve it or actually ensure that you'll finally get one. I mean, one of the problems with the products that are out there is that they stress the plant so much. And they change the taste depending on if you spray it too late in the grow. There's issues with that. What we like about this stuff is you just spray it on, it evaporates off. And our distributor David has come up with a mite dam, which is an idea that's really brilliant.
Wow.
He has these little sponge dams you can wrap around the stems and spray them with liquid ladybug, and the mites can't crawl back up the stems from the grow medium.
Cool. Hey, August, we're going to bring a guy in with us. It's a buddy of mine from up in Flint. His name's Eric. He's got a little radio show of his own, and we're going to bring him in. Here we go, Eric. Eric, you on board with us? Wait a minute. Let's work this out here. Denny, can you shoot him in? Eric?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, but
August, you there, right, buddy?
I'm still here. Let's just
right on.
Hey, Eric, there we go. Eric, hey, you know what? I promised you a rocket scientist. I'm not one. Here's one for you. His name's August. How you doing, Eric? You getting up and out of bed these days?
Yeah, I'm good and awake and baked this morning. I had a long night last night. Girl called me up and never mind. The rest is history. But yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, Mike.
Not a problem. Hey, Eric, we met a few months back in September, right?
Oh yeah.
Where did we meet? Try to explain to the people exactly what kind of character you know Medical Mike to be. Let's get a little history here.
Oh well, heck, I met you back at the Genesee County Compassion Club, Mike. I think that was the first place we met.
Yep.
And then I think I've met you at several other compassion clubs. I've seen you do some awesome karaoke. You're incredible at it, man. You got a good voice for it, Mike. You really do.
Well, I appreciate that. You know what? It's just a matter of not being afraid of letting people hear you. Hell, I'm a janitor. 25 years being a janitor, mopping floors, cleaning toilets, power washing decks. And I opened my mouth and started speaking the truth about medical marijuana. And you know what? People actually listen, Eric. It's amazing when you lead with your heart. People sit and listen to you. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good people out here that are patients. We're not all thugs. We're not all faces of these people that are out there ripping and running. There's people like good old Renee Wolf, God bless her soul, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's awesome, Mike. I mean, you really have paved a lot of new roads into this. It's awesome.
Well, we're definitely trying a few things, Eric. We got TV shows that I'm producing that I'm involved with. We got benefits over at the Emerald Ballroom in September that we're working on. Heck, man, if you guys get involved, 586-883-3966. I want to put 1,700 patients on the Princess Cruise Line and floating down the Detroit River, okay? But we can only do that with your help. So anybody within the sound of my voice, I'm calling out to you. Macomb County needs you. We got Flint. Eric, you got Flint covered, right, boss?
Oh, yeah.
My boys got Detroit. Hey, and I think Steve's got Brighton locked down, right? I guess it's time for me to pop up Macomb County, and we'll pop Oakland County like a zit. Bouchard, I hate to say this, you're wrong. Cooper, I hate to say this, you're wrong. Bushuti, I hate to say this, you're wrong. You know, I'm a janitor, and I can figure out you're wrong. But let me tell you what. I don't want to beat you up. That's not my show. All I'm telling you is Macomb County's coming. Macomb County's going to be strong. We're going to be patient, and we're going to be right. And you know what? Don't take my medicine away from me, from Eric. August, you know what? We're going to need a lot of help with these liquid ladybug, because these spider mites aren't going to get in our way either.
Well, yeah, they're a problem you'll never get rid of. The best is finding a way you control them safely whenever you want. It doesn't hurt you or your kids or your dog or your pets, you know.
Hey, Eric, have you ever used liquid ladybug yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to. But I have had the run-in with the spider mites. They're a nasty little critter.
I think if I had a motorcycle game, I'd name them the Mites. I'll tell you what, because they're bad. I'll tell you, are they a cousin to the cockroach or something, August? I mean, what makes these things so evil?
Basically, they procreate so fast. What they do is they eat and they spin web and they crap eggs all day long, and that's all they do. So, with that in mind, one mite can make a million mites in a month by all the eggs that hatch and hatch eggs and hatch eggs and hatch eggs, et cetera, et cetera.
Sounds like a few buddies of mine in this business.
But they're also very weak, though. So that's the other thing because of that, because there's specific time periods where they're completely vulnerable.
When would that be?
Well, that's when they're trying to get out of their egg, for one thing, because eggs aren't just like, chicken eggs. They're actually a soft membrane that stretches out and rips before it hatches for a couple of days.
Okay.
So our stuff is able to get in there and suffocate them inside the egg.
Wow, right inside the egg. Don't even let them out of the egg. Get them before they get out.
Yeah, you bang our stuff twice in a row, like day 1 and day 2, Monday and Tuesday. Just do it the next day. And that makes sure you get the stuff you missed the first day, plus it suffers those eggs. Because if you miss the third application a week later, and you forget it, because people forget, right? Especially in this industry,
right?
That we will find mice back on that plant in maybe 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. But
well, you know why, August? We're hippies, and times are relevant up here.
There you go. But no, the point is, if with those 2 back-to-back treatments, we've seen a big suffering of any egg hatching. So that by 3 weeks later, you'll see mites again, but not a huge return to mites.
Right.
Which means the first 2 applications have knocked down maybe half the eggs.
That's
we don't
awesome.
claim we can kill eggs, but I think we're suffering them to hatch, which is a little different than really killing them,
Right, we're doing
sounds
great.
like partial birth abortion to me.
Well, it sounds like it. It definitely sounds like it. I think we're trying to get them in the first term, though, right?
That's right. Let's hope we don't have the right to mite lifers after us now.
Oh, my goodness. They'll be picketing in front of the station now. I can just see it. Oh, Eric, what have you done to us? I'll tell you, Eric. Hey, Eric, boss, am I still invited up to your show this week?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, Eric, it's been great to have you. Eric's from Flint Talk, everybody. And give a shout-out for your radio show, too, Eric.
That's Cannabis for Life every Saturday from 1 to 2 on 1470 AM.
That's 1470, Cannabis for Life. And what time was that again, Eric?
From 1 to 2 every Saturday.
All right, Eric, you have a great one. And hang on there, August. We're going to shoot one more commercial out here. Hey, Denny, you ready to pump it out for me, buddy? Kick its butt. Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Liquid Ladybug, premium mite killer, the odorless, tasteless killer, suffocates the worst infestation of mites on contact. Call Liquid Ladybug at 989-492-4880. That's 989-492-4880. Call today.
Hey, Detroit. I'm back. The Medical Mike. I got my own show starting Saturday, May 28th, 8 a.m. Come on, wake and bake with Medical Mike.
It's the Detroit Homegrown Show on 1310 AM, Detroit's Progressive Talk.
TCB Decks. Taking care of business every day and every way. Hoorah! 586-264-6295.
Hey, Detroit, it's Medical Mike. Card your loved ones today. Call the good people at the Cannabis Patient Evaluation Center, 248-443-8148. As Dr. Gray says, call today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is so exciting for me to be able to come across your radio, to get into your ear, and tell you all the exciting news that we have here. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm planning some extravaganzas for you. I've been out taping with 2 film crews. They're incredible. Andre Godwin from Friday's production, John Fox from Center Stage Productions. These are amazing men that are just out there pounding the streets, going everywhere with their cameras, capturing it all for you. Hopefully you try to get involved with us because it's such a major cause. We need everybody's voice. We got a special friend of mine, that Dave, August and I. August, buddy, you and I just love the hell out of Dave, don't we, sir?
You know, he is the man with the plan. I've never seen so much energy. Actually, I have. The only person I've seen with that much energy is my buddy Buzz Aldrin.
There you go.
Space station. Wow.
He runs circles around me, and that's hard to do. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out. Dave, everybody, take a pen and paper, write it down. I'm blasting Dave's phone up here, 989-492-4880. That's 989-492-4880. Call Dave today. He's got all the Lady Liquid Bug in Michigan you're ever going to need. Now, hey, guys, we do have a radio station phone number, 248-848-1310. I don't think we're going to be able to get it to any calls today. We're really busy with August, but hey, don't forget that number. I'm going to be on every Saturday, 8 o'clock. So make sure you save a couple roaches for me in the morning. Hey, August, now let's get back to this awesome product. What is the features that Liquid Ladybug has? Descriptions, and why was it designed?
Well, you know, there's one of the things that was irritating that most of these other products, you can't shoot them with the lights on. You cannot spray this stuff with the lights on because the oils are so toxic. With the lights going as well, you'll burn flowers and burn leaves and stuff. So that made it inconvenient. So we fixed that. You can use our stuff, lights on, doesn't matter. You can use it outside during the day, doesn't matter. Also, we've found that one of the biggest problems in this industry is also fungus gnats. Wow. And then the other stuff really took care of that, but if you spray the top of your grow medium with the Liquid Ladybug, it'll kill the fungus gnats too.
Wow. Multitasking.
Yeah, and because you can use it bare hands, it's safe to use all the time. It doesn't hurt the plants. It doesn't leave a residue. So it is, the best thing about it is it's safe to use. It's completely safe. It's a no-impact cure to the problem.
When you're dealing with killing things, okay, yeah. And trust me, I've killed a lot of things. I'm a carpet cleaner, for God's sakes, okay? But when you deal with strong chemicals, you have to face the fact that when you're killing something else, it might cause damage to you too. So exactly you guys keep organic as much as possible, and you guys have seemed to be able to discover the way to do this.
Well, that was our main reason, is that we had to do something that I wanted to use. If I don't want to use it, I have to invent it. That's how I kind of look at life.
now, name came across my desk just now. It was just brought into me. Rachel Carson. Who is this person? I'm not familiar.
Rachel Carson wrote a book called Silent Spring. I highly recommend people reading it.
Silent Spring.
What she found out, and she was the person, that was the seminal book, actually, that got DDT out of the market because all the birds were dying because the DDT was making the eggshells so thin that the mother birds would crush their eggs just trying to hatch them.
Wow.
Because what happens with these chemicals, these strong chemicals, is they start affecting genes just like radiation. In other words, when you irradiate tissue, the gene strands fray out like an old hairbrush. They're not tightly wrapped in a nice, spiral band, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And chemicals do the same thing. And once that happens, that cell's gone. It'll never reproduce. It'll probably never make the enzymes and polypeptide sequences that are needed by the rest of the body.
Total
so
damage.
These things are totally toxic.
Right.
So we say no. Nature has a whole list of things that can